What's up, people? I'm Chibuzo Wachuku. I would appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. During the past 3 years, it wasn't often that Vice President Kamala Harris socialized with Black people till lately, since the start of the campaign for the re-election of Joe Biden, during which she apparently tries to get votes from Black people, which Biden needs to continue his job as president of the country. Harris, as part of the process, threw a party for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, during which there were a lot of Black people. I wrote the clips now. Apparently, a lot of Black people don't learn from the past. They don't keep in mind what's been going on during the past 3 years. Some Black people stopped voting for Democrats. They stopped voting Democrat. However, there are still a lot of Blacks that still vote for the party, which I find disturbing. I understand the Republican Party is into white America. The Democrats Party is into diversity. I'm not denying that. However, does it mean that it is pro-Black? Before I answer that, I'm going to ask this question. Are red, yellow, and color the same? No, they're not. Color is a general term. Red and yellow are specific terms and are not the same thing. Likewise, are minority, Black, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, and the other non-white races the same? No, they are not. A minority is any non-white person. It's a general term. The other terms, Black, Hispanic, Asian, and so on, are specific and are not the same thing. The Democrats Party already proved it. And that shows that just because the party is into diversity does not make it pro-Black. That party promotes the hatred of Blacks to the other minorities, while it is actually into diversity in the US. It is on the same page with the Republican Party about Black people. While the Republican Party is into white supremacy by only white people, the Democrat Party is into white supremacy with the aid of the other non-Blacks, Asians, Hispanic people, and so on. They are not saying all people of such races are negrophobic, and I'm not saying that all whites are negrophobic, but I've told you what the two parties are into. This thing that Vice President Kamala Harris did is part of a repeated cycle. Democrats go to Blacks for their votes. A big percentage of the Blacks still votes for them. After the Democrats are successfully elected, they forget about the Black people, treating them like garbage. They use the other minorities against Blacks. They also use LGBT people against Blacks. They use immigrants against Blacks, and so on. After time passes and it's time for re-election, they come back to the Blacks for votes. They get back to the Blacks for re-election. That is if applicable. I mean, if they wish to be re-elected. While some of the Democrats are voted out, some are still re-elected. The Blacks that votes for them are enough for them to retain their jobs. The cycle is repeated continuously. It goes like that forever, unless all the blacks stop voting for the Democrats or the other races clearly outnumber the blacks. I find it like really annoying that such Democrats go to blacks for votes despite treating them like garbage. What I find more disturbing is a lot of blacks still voting for them no matter what. A party does not do anything for blacks. It doesn't save blacks from the evil of white supremacists. During the term of Joe Biden, a bill was signed to protect Asian Americans. Also, a bill was signed to protect the same-sex marriage, which President Biden called a blow to hate. On the first day in office, Biden made an executive order to combat the discrimination against the LGBT people. What about the protection for Black people? That party that Harris threw for people to celebrate that hip-hop anniversary is nothing. It does nothing. Some blacks have been asking for reparations and protection. I mean, a bill to protect specifically Black people. Those are the two things needed by blacks. Going to such a party is nothing. The blacks asking for those two things, the bill and the reparation, have said that they will not vote for Biden's re-election or for any Democrat till those two things are given to the Black community. The blacks that went to that party and the other blacks planning to vote Democrat next year need to wake up. We need to either boycott the election or vote independent. It's time that we got back at the Democrats Party. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.